I'm going to start off with a few small updates, then work my way to old Super Autobacs for a car event. Afterwards, I'm going to spend some time in Newport Beach and then work my way to Irvine and visiting the Spectrum. Today, I'm cruising down to Stanton for a Cars and Coffee hosted by BREKKIE Car Club. I don't remember the last time I've been to one of their events, but it must have been maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And I like this event in particular because if you've ever been to Sunday Steel, it gives off similar vibes. This particular event is going to be hosted at the Rodeo 39. For those back in the day that were into cars, this used to be the Super Autobacs. So I haven't been there in probably, I want to say 15 years. So it's been a while. I'm excited to check it out. I know they renovated that area, so I'm looking forward to revisiting it. I have a few things that are new that I'm going to bring to this event, and one of them is my very first Porsche merch. I'm going to be wearing this hat. I have quite a few hats, but none of them are Porsche, so I was excited when I found this online. The second item is I'm going to turn my camera around so you can see a small update I did to my 911. So aside from the new banner that I put up here, I used to have the Auto Hype logo on the top, but now I moved it back to the bottom down here. So everything's back to being in the middle. I recently updated the custom plates on my M5. It used to have the signature M-Force that I've carried for many years. I decided to update it. I wanted to complement what's on my Porsche. So if you notice, we go ahead and zoom in a little bit. It's got the hand, just like on the 911, and then it says officer. But the way I spelled it is off and then sir. So hopefully when people see it, they understand. But that complements my 911. So both flagship cars have similar plates. So with those little updates, I'm ready to fire up my 911 and head on to Orange County. Just arrived here at the event. We parked way back here towards the end. Here's Eduardo's car. Mine is just right there. I'm gonna make my rounds and check out some of the cars here. I'm about maybe an hour and a half after the event started, so we'll see which kind of cars are still here and try to catch the ones that are coming in. finished more than half of the event, but the road that I'm really looking forward to is this one right here. So let's go ahead and check out some of those cars I'm talking about. Interestingly enough, I've had both cars before. In 2012, I sold my 350Z, and shortly after, I got the RX-7 FD. So it just so happens that they are parked right next to each other. I mentioned earlier that this place used to be Super Autobacs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head inside and check out the marketplace and see how much has changed. I think that's going to wrap up the event for today. I noticed there's a lot of cars that are starting to leave, and some of the spaces in this parking lot are starting to open up. So I'm going to go out and cruise towards Newport Beach and see if we can do some car spotting. We're here at a Thai restaurant. I think it's called Zab Thai. We're having some lunch over here. It's about maybe 20 minutes away from the event. And so we're gonna get some Thai food and then we'll do some more car spotting. Today was a full day. We started off early in the morning. The first stop was the Cars and Coffee by BREKKIE in Stanton. Then we cruised down to Newport Beach through PCH. After lunch, we cruised over to the Irvine Spectrum. We got some pastries over there and some milk tea, and then did a little bit of shopping. So it was a full day. Outside of the Cars and Coffee event, I tried to do some car spotting, heading over to Newport Beach and to Irvine as well. It was kind of difficult trying to drive and get as much cars while I was driving because there were just so many that I wasn't able to capture everything. At the event, I talk about the 350Z and the RX-7 FD that were parked side by side. It did bring back memories of more than 10 years ago when I had both cars. So it was a little flashback when I saw those cars at the event. Sometimes Saturdays, Cars and Coffee is a tough decision because there are so many events in one day. You're not too sure which cars are going to be showing up. But for the BREKKIE event, there was quite a big turnout. I did get there a little late, so I'm not too sure if I missed a lot of cars, but for the most part, that event stayed packed pretty well. I was able to meet up with Eduardo and his family, and we spent pretty much the whole day together, and he got me some new Porsche posters that I'm going to frame and probably put in my office or my garage. So I'm going to turn my camera around and show you the two posters that I got. Here's the first poster that I got. This is the bigger of the two. I don't have a frame for this yet, but I'm definitely gonna look for one so that I can either have it on the wall here in my office or the wall in my garage. The second one was from the F1 movie. This one I might have a frame for this already, so I'm going to frame this and post it on my wall. On the next episode, I'm going to do a few things to my QX56. I have a few things lined up for it. Nothing really big, but it's just something that I want to install, which will immediately affect the aesthetics of the car. So that's going to do for this episode. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you on the next one.